Seismic 7, Chapter 21, Part 2. How did you get the pump into the lake? Greer asked, stunned. The smoke billowing from the remains of the cabin makes her cough, and she barely gets her next sentence out. It weighs hundreds of pounds. I turn, surprised to see her still nearby with all the hubbub. Todd and Eddie exchange glances. Hope you don't want your truck back, Eddie says. We drove the whole thing into the lake, Todd adds. What? McNamara yells from next to the drenched men who are all trying to climb back to their feet, slipping on the wet ash left and right. Then there's a burst of static from her radio. Hello? Wyatt calls. Anyone there? I could sure use some oatmeal. The signal. He's reached as far as we need for our plan to work. What does that mean? Greer asks, still coughing. He's ready, Kinsey exclaims. We can do this. He's there. He's ready. Ready for what? Greer demands. Our plan to save the world, Eddie cries. Greer stares between the slurry hose and the hole Wyatt is down, and I can see she's piecing things together. No. There's no use hiding things from her now. Yeah, those people coming? I say. They're coming to stop up the top of the eruption, while we stop it from below. Todd and Eddie keep the hose aimed at her. Next to Greer, McNamara sputters. You've lost, I say. Stiles, McNamara screeches, spinning toward him. Take out that generator. Don't let that boy get back to the surface. We can't let them get down that tunnel with that hose. Fee and Stiles both race toward the hole Wyatt's down, climbing over the fallen fence and the collapsed walls of the smoldering cabin. No! Raquel screams. Then she dives forward, flips under her loosened bonds, and breaks free. With her ropes undone, it's easy for the rest of us to shake our own off and climb to our feet. Raquel leaps onto Fee just before he reaches the smoldering remains of the cabin. I tear after Stiles, but he gets to the generator before I can get to him. A semi-truck horn sounds in the distance. We have to go, McNamara shouts. Load up. With a glance over my shoulder, I see the approaching trucks and construction vehicles are much closer now, and behind the initial group of them are dozens more. Men race around us, piling into their own trucks. I spin back to Stiles, who is ripping apart the wiring of the generator. Wyatt! I gasp. No! Stiles kicks a hunk of burning wood in my direction, then runs off to get in a truck with the others. I don't even see them all leave. My focus is on the generator and trying to piece it back together. Then Nolan is next to me. What can we do? I asked, distraught, staring down the hole in the floor of the blackened cabin. The cabling goes down it, leading to Wyatt. I wonder if we can pull him up manually. Maybe if it was only him. Unfortunately, he's inside a pot of heavy machinery. We can fix this, Nolan says on repeat, reaching for a wire, then pulling his hand back as the generator sparks. It made me do a lot of electrical stuff with Buggy and Baxter. I can rewire this. We just need another power source. I look back. The roar of the approaching vehicles grows, and with it comes the sound of snapping trees and crashing bushes. I look forward at the forest fires drawing closer and closer. We'll have to hurry, I say, coughing. Up ahead, Fee runs away from Raquel and scrambling to catch up with his departing friends. There's no time to give chase. Raquel races over to us with Todd and Eddie close behind, still lugging the hose. What are we going to do? Todd asks, leaning over the hole in the ground. Nolan stares at all the trucks coming our way. We're going to use a car battery, he says softly, a semi-truck battery. Hope surges. Raquel wipes at her eyes. We'll get him out, I say, determined. We've come this far. We're not losing anyone now. A pickup truck drives straight up to us, its tires kicking muddy ash as it goes. We all turn as the door to the truck opens and a woman in a firefighter suit jumps out. She looks familiar somehow. You're all the kids from the video, right? She asked. Her pale skin is half covered in freckles, and I can see strands of red hair poking out of her helmet. That's us, I say. We all stand up, gawking. Pauline Dobson sent it to us. the woman replies, gesturing to the trucks coming up behind her, including 2 fire engines. We're from the volunteer firefighters of Jackson Hole. We're here driving up to help with the evacuation when I got your email and one from Pauline not long after. You're the firefighters we interviewed last summer, I realize. That's right, for your documentary, she replies, smiling. It's good to see you, Bree. We're here to help, however you need us. And more of us are on the way. Kinsey, returning from attempting to chase down McNamara and Greer, juts out her hand. Heck yes, welcome to the apocalypse. I'm Kinsey. The lady shakes her hand. I'm Haley. We need to get our friend out of this tunnel, I say, spying the approaching Jackson Hole fire trucks. Can we use one of your fire truck's batteries? Her eyes widen, looking down the hole. Absolutely. Would that work, Nolan? I ask. Nolan nods, and he and Haley get to work. While my attention is torn away, another truck pulls up, this one marked as the National Park Service. Immediately, I edge closer to my friends, preparing for McNamara. But the person who steps out isn't McNamara. Okay, what needs to get done? A dark-skinned man asks, adjusting his park ranger hat. Who are you? Kinsey asked, suspiciously. I'm the first of many, he says. Dave Chata, Yellowstone Park Ranger, ready to put out this volcano. You aren't with Laura McNamara, are you? Todd asks. Absolutely not, he says, his face hardening. We're all horrified by what she's done. If we had known. Well, there's no time for that now. Where do you need us? I open my mouth to answer, but then a third truck pulls up. Wow, a man in a hard hat says, climbing out and staring at the billowing smoke and exploding rock from the eruption in the distance. We've got our work cut out for us, don't we? Next comes a cement mixer. 2 people jump out of that, and then a bulldozer. Then 2 semi-trucks, a water tanker pulls up behind them all. I can't find my voice, it's choked up, behind tears that won't fall. We have help.